I'm coming, and B, that I haven't got COVID. So you might hear a sort of strange conversation. Have you had? No, 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 no.
All right. This is all going very smoothly, suspiciously
It's
smoothly.
going very smoothly.
Almost too smoothly.
One thing we're very, very grateful of in the winter time is a tumble dryer, because boy, in winters gone by when we didn't have the tumble dryer, it was almost impossible to get bloody clothes dry. It was. Oh, let's have a look at that little sliver of land. That's not gonna. I don't know. There's a gap there, Dave. It's got your name written all over it.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's a very attractive looking gap.
There you go.
So that's how to do it.
I'm still in the rough, but
Of course, Dave, he actually aims to the left of that tree.
Yes. I'm going to try and put it in the water because I'm good at that.
He's using reverse psychology on the ball, Andy. Don't worry about that statement. Actually, where the pin is, I think Dave's line in is better.
It's not going to help me. No, I think where Andy is the superior position.
Yeah, and the wind is right to left, and I do like to draw it in, so yeah, I think Andy's way wins. Oh, that's a bit far right. But it'll be a better angle in.
that's a Donald Trump drive, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
Right, 63.
I think this is what they call a softening up hole. You think, yeah, that's not too bad.
Just to ease us in.
Oh, about as good as I could do.
Well, that's a bit steamy. That was a pity because it was a good line in. Let's see what you do, Dave.
I'm quite looking forward to this shot. Looks like fun.
So what flavour of ice cream have you got, Dave?
Vanilla. Just plain. Ask Dave. I like my stuff plain.
Yeah, he loves flavourless things. He always wants plain chips, not salt and vinegar.
Yum.
Have you got any accompanying fruit?
No. I had the strawberries the last 2 nights.
As Blackadder would say, ice cream, vanilla as God intended.
It's true.
Yeah.
I don't think I've hit it.
If someone made a water flavoured ice cream, I reckon Dave would buy that.
Yuck, that's called ice. I don't think that'd be very nice.
Stim 14, eh?
Yeah. This doesn't look good. Dead flat.
Just on
Good.
song, Dave. You're on the song.
It was dead flat. It wasn't that big an achievement. But I'll still take it. That didn't have much on it either.
It had enough.
Enough to stop you.
Yep.
So are you getting any information, Andy, about when you might get the vaccine, or specifically Carol might?
Not yet, no. I think the government are intending that by mid-February certain groups will have been vaccinated, and I believe Carol will be included in basically the second sort of wave, so she'll be lumped in with the 70 plus year olds, people with underlying, certain conditions.
So basically just got to hunker down for another couple of months and
Yeah.
stay safe.
Didn't get any draw on it whatsoever.
No. Well,
Too long. And with myself, I reckon I would think by March they will have offered me the thing which I would take.
yeah. We have no idea here, but we also don't have a sense of urgency. Because no one's really got it in Victoria. So, of course, the biggest news generator is anyone that has the scary English version. That always makes the news. But so far, they've all been in quarantine.
Well, the other thing that's now happening in the UK is we're not just worried about the UK variant, we're now worried about the South African variant, the Brazilian variant.
Every country wants their own variant.
Yeah.
But it's actually it's an indicator of how quickly it's mutating, that it's that easy to pick them.
Well, the other thing that all the press without fail generally lump them in as being mutant.
Well, they're now saying your one's more deadly or something, but whether that's true or not.
Well, the it's a very sobering thought, but at the moment, or up until now, the early variant had a death rate of something like
What did they say? 10 in 1,000?
10 in 1,000 or whatever it was, and they're saying the UK variant is 30% more, possibly 30% more lethal.
Well, that's only
Possibly.
13 in 1,000
Yeah.
anyway.
Exactly.
Correct. So only three more in 1,000.
So 3 more in 1,000 who contract the disease may die of it. But of course, that seems a lot less frightening than 30%,
Mm.
because I think it gives the impression that 30% more people are going to get it anyway, and that's not necessarily the case. Although it is more transmissible than the other one.
Yeah.
You know what the media's like, and people can't actually see through that statistic in the way that you two have drilled down immediately to the actual meaning of it in reality.
Well, I know that for media, bad news sells. So, I always take it with a grain of salt and try and get a second opinion.
No, I belted it.
That's too excited, Andy.
Ah,
I half did the same thing, but luckily mine stopped.
right, okay. Oh, I belted it again.
Oh,
What's going on?
nothing good.
I better not go down the bloody thing again. Shit. Bloody. This is a wrecking ball of a green. 19. It is uphill, yeah. Oh,
Nice putt.
Well, that's probably a pretty
I'm pretty
nice
pleased to
bogey.
get a
Yeah.
3-putt.
Yeah.
Another one. Well, at least one thing, the media have stopped reporting about the Melbourne players. You've got to really dig deep to find news about that.
Something's
Certainly
happened to
not.
your mic, Andy.
Can you hear me now?
I can now. Yeah, you went to about 10% volume somehow. So I didn't really hear what you actually said.
I was saying that the media have given up talking, headline media anyway, about the Melbourne tennis players. That's old news, that.
Yeah, no one wants to hear any more tennis whining.
No.
Yeah. What I'm really enjoying at the moment is the fact that there's no reporting on Trump tweets every 6 hours in the media. I was just getting so tired of it. Oh, right.
There's no bite, I'm afraid, Dave. You're in.
It still might bite.
No. Same as mine.
It's,
Just
yeah,
keep
see if you
running.
enjoyed it, Dave. See if you can get in between those two. Oh,
Who?
Andy.
Yeah.
Andy.
The trick here is to take the 3-wood, not the driver.
Well, it's the oldest trick in the book that you should have taken, Dave.
Hindsight. It's a wonderful thing.
Well, I've got the draw, but probably too much. Oh no, I held it.
Nice.
Okay, right. Well, this is not a bad distance. Not a good shot. Oh, maybe it'll get through. Is it the first disgrace of the night?
No, it's not. Might be disgraceful
Well,
for us.
I'm not too dispirited to be there.
It's fine there. The question is, it's only 6% power loss off the hard fairway. This is going to bound on.
Oh, that just cleared that rock.
Bound. Big bound. Yeah, like that.
Look at that. Great shot. Has somebody come to your apartment and just stolen all your clothing, Dave? Because you seem to be making a big play for this jacket.
Well, I actually don't want to describe how little clothing I'm wearing right now. Just be grateful I don't have
Oh
smart camera.
no! That's too much information. Let's not go down there.
Well, it was 40 degrees. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's enough, Dave. I'm painting a mental picture right now.
I let you walk me into that, Andy. That was great.
What's up with you? Hey? Oh, right. Okay, 52 feet.
Oh.
I heard a great story the other day. I walk regularly with an old friend of mine. His name's Steve. And back in 2008 or so, he worked in a real estate agency. And there was this guy that loved big noting himself about being a genius investor and stuff like that. And he'd bought 1,000 Bitcoin for 10 cents each. And he went around the office for months saying what a genius he was because he sold them for $10 each. So he made 100 times on his money.
What if he'd sold them now for 30 grand a pop?
Well, they're $50,000 Australian, Dave, right now.
Wow.
So he sold them for $10 and they're worth 50,000 each. and he sold 50,000 times 1,000. 50 million. Oh my God. How could you sleep at night knowing you'd sold them for $10?
You wouldn't be able to.
Well, that was a bit exciting, that putt, Dave.
It was a little exciting. I was thinking about Bitcoin.
Yeah, we've both been distracted the last couple of holes.
Right. Luckily, again, not too bad.
It's a 3 out of 3. Right. Very satisfactory.
Hmm. Look like a birdie hole. might not be that many, so better get. Oh, I don't have the club.
I think the oh dear, how sad, never mind comes.
Where's the sympathy?
Yeah, but you don't need the right club. You just adjusted accordingly. Nice shot.
I did.
It's a better shot than mine with the right club.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming you did hit the 134.
Mm.
See what that Dave's looks better. This looks really good.
Feeds off that slope a little bit. No.
A little bit. Just that little interesting 7-foot distance, Dave.
Yes. Very exciting. Oh, Andy's is slick.
It is slick.
Nice.
But I've got it.
Very nice, yes. After suffering from excitement on a couple of holes, I think he's dialed back a bit. Yes.
It's called the I don't know what the hell I'm doing syndrome.
Oh, you're fucking joking.
Self-loathing is always cathartic for the soul, Dave.
Yes.
We just lost 50% of our Christian viewers, Andy.
Self-ineptitude. Fucking hell.
Still going.
Yes, he's still ranting away.
He's throwing a metaphorical golf club somewhere. Stop. Stop.
Oh, that's a fucking disgrace. I'm happy to swear.
I saw some transferal there.
If it had been me, I would have rolled from there into the green and it would have plugged. Just to fucking let it in.
Oh, now that deserved to stay on the fairway.
Yes, it did.
This is not an easy par 4, this.
I just assumed it was a par 5. I didn't even look. Wow.
That looks as though it's down the middle.
He is.
Yeah, until it runs off into that bunker somehow.
It's Mayor's office, Dave. Though you are on a bit of a steep fairway slope. If you get into this, that would be so harsh.
Well, that would be very rough, wouldn't it?
You know, like the 7 wood should be fine, I think. It was.
Right, that's a good line.
That's the line,
Well,
yeah.
that's gonna. Oh, it's gonna plug. Oh, fucking thought about it.
It was really on the right line to plug. Nice work.
It sounded to me as though you were reaching figuratively for the loaded revolver in your desk there. Right, okay. Go on, turn. Pity. So got a good bit of action on the ball.
How did that not roll off the fairway?
I mean, can you remember in links, if you had a shot like this at Elite, the ball would go screaming off to the left.
Oh, yeah. You'd be making a massive adjustment for that lie.
Was he?
Also,
Oh, that was.
yeah,
That was
I was
8.
sweating on it.
That was damn close, Dave.
3 for 3 in the bunkers.
Yeah. That's one
That's
pretty
the first
good
good one.
effort. Oh, bugger.
Oh, that's a
Some
bad.
F5 work coming up for Andy.
I know. The cats are running around like a lunatic.
You mean like a cat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 2 very nice ones.
I didn't see it. I just saw the result.
Yeah, we have the hole surrounded.
Dave will put it in. No. Disappointing.
Not mine.
20, 25, 28, and 30 inches away. It comes as a bit of a shock when you get it wrong out of bunkers.
which is about correct. You know, that's how it is on the PGA Tour these days.
Oh, did you see the professional the other day that adopted the really bizarre putting stance?
No.
Oh, he held, I can't even describe it, but he had one hand, like the leading hand, the right hand,
Yeah.
about 1.5 inches up from the heel of the putter. It was the bizarrest looking thing.
Really?
Yeah, I think he was just taking the piss. I think he realised he was out of that championship or whatever it
I
is.
think eventually he'd get a bad back out of it. That sort of thing.
Yeah, he thought so.
Well, he only did it for the one hole, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's just the weirdest thing.
Uh-oh. No,
Uh-oh.
wrong time for a hand grenade. Oh. Right.
It's a,
Yeah, right, suck.
well, that's.
Oh.
What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
You need to find a 110-foot cliff, Dave.
Well, I'm not happy with where I'm being dropped. That's gorgeous.
It was a great line, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yep, very nice.
These pins are. They may not necessarily be right in the middle of the green, but the aim is pretty much for the middle of the greens.
Yeah. That's a great
Well,
one as well. And that looks a better distance. That's going to be
Yeah, I
real
think
close.
it's
Could be an
just
old baby.
it is no baby.
Stop running. No, that's nice. I like that.
Lovely shot, Dave. And now the excitement.
Yeah, for our viewers, this is this is the shit or bust shot, which is
Wow,
going to
Dave.
If this bounces backward off this wood, I'm going to be very upset.
No!
Oh,
Mother!
Well, you knew it was a chance, though, didn't you?
yeah.
So you couldn't go back another 5 metres when you were taking your drop?
I tried all sorts of spots, and that seemed to be the best one.
At least with links, you can sort of place it within the box.
Yeah.
Well, where we're at now, folks, is we are as we lie. Well, better not hit the tree.
There's more water down there. Stop. Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
oh, that was so close to in the water again. God, this could have been the worst hole ever. It's still bad. Bastard.
You know, it's funny, Dave, with well, it's not really funny at all, but you seem to find it easier to have the odd Hindenburg with the irons, yet I find it easier to have the odd Hindenburg with the driver particularly.
Yeah, I almost never have it with the driver. It's always like the long irons that I have my Hindenburgs with. You know, the 5-iron, 6-iron, I hate them.
Right, it's trundled down. Yeah, good.
Great bird, Dave.
All right. Gets me back into the game.
As far as I'm concerned, cat meat pigeons.
Well, we have a total role reversal.
That was a worm turning hole.
Looks.
It'll be fine.
That's a brave line, that.
It is. It's the best line. By far.
256.
He's just in range. Perfectly.
Yeah.
And his fade does the same job.
Well, I hope so. Stop there.
Oh, it wasn't far from. You can't mess with it too much, can you?
Well,
Yeah, all right. Well, based on that, I'm not great at fading the ball, so I'm just going to try and hit straight.
Yep, that'll play.
yeah. Just going to get a nice bit of. Just a little bit more roll. Oh. Hang on, I don't think that. I'd be a lunatic to go for this shot.
So get this wrong and you're down in the bloody.
Exactly.
In the sea.
$88. It's a pretty decent number for me.
So, Andy, I've been reading some news articles this week about British people that have been buying things from the UK. And this one specific woman, she bought a coat for £200. And the coat turns up but it came with an additional VAT bill of £80 on top of the price of the coat. Whereas before Brexit, there was no VAT for buying things from Europe. And so she returned the coat and she said, I'm never buying anything from Europe again. And it bodes badly for what's going to happen if that's the case.
Well, that's an interesting. Which is an interesting. I want to send me the link for that. That's.
Okay, I found it on Reddit, so I'll be able to dig it up again. It'll be in my history. Yep.
And that was quite a decent attempt.
I don't think yeah, there was no way I was going straight at it.
I'm doing the same thing, Dave. I think that bunker is fine fair.
Yeah, I think it's fool's gold this whole, though you could have made it just looking at that shot. I reckon you made it. Well, there's Andy. Well, Andy's definitely in range.
That's gone a bit to the right. It looks as though the pin is actually on a kind of a ridge almost.
Yeah.
But it is a par 5.
Yeah. That's reachable in 2, so the pin should be tough. Yeah, it's on a mound. Nice shot.
It's another good bunker shot.
This is just so exactly in between the 48 and the 84. Bite. There's the bite.
Oh, that.
Oh.
I hated everything about that shot. There was no go-to comfortable shot for me.
Never. I got a bit worried about what happened to me a few holes back. I wasn't going to belt it too far.
Not even close. Stop.
Well, somebody's going to shortly put a bit of distance between them. I'm just thinking as well, you know, your description of yourself in the email, ineptitude, sounds to me like a name of an American town in the Midwest somewhere. Redemption, you know, Trinity, ineptitude. I mean, I bet there is I wouldn't be surprised if there is a place called that.
There should be, shouldn't there?
State.
Oh, I know for a fact there's a town in America called Hell. You can't beat that.
No. I would not like to play this course at Tour Pro.
No.
One thing's sure with this guy, he, I think most, if not all, of his courses are fantasy. and yeah, they're quite interesting, I think.
It staggers me how people would much prefer to play boring real courses than interesting fantasy courses.
Oh,
That seemed like
yeah, it's the timeout on the backswing.
it's not a disaster at all. So I found that article, Andy. It was on the BBC
Right.
website. So I've just sent you the link in Gmail, so you can have a look at it after. But it bodes badly for all sorts of things.
Well, it's certainly going to bode badly for people who want to get very niche products from Europe. I mean, why on earth they couldn't source that coat in the UK?
Well, maybe it'll lead to a resuming of British production.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the idea.
It's going to have to. Well, you know, do people understand that that's what they actually were voting for? You know,
I don't think they did.
No.
Oh, that could have been nasty.
If that bites, it's going to be beautiful.
It's going to bite off the green, is it? No, not quite.
No.
Shouldn't be too bad a putt. It's making me aim a bit to the right of the pin all the same, just based on what yours did.
I can't think this is an opportunity missed by myself with that appalling drive, because it looks as though the green itself, where the pin is decent.
Pretty receptive. That's harsh. Especially a little twist at the end where it ended up directly behind the hole.
Yes.
Wow, he's just quietly achieving his way to a victory here, I think.
Yeah.
He's not saying much.
No.
Just playing
No.
golf.
I feel as though he's just moving quietly through the undergrowth with his crosshairs sort of focused on picking us off one by one, and he's succeeded.
Through the undergrowth, like a viper?
Yes, those were like some kind of deadly assassin.
And he's still saying nothing, Andy.
Exactly, he's not right to it at all.
I might be inspired by my hero, who shot a 60 this week.
Who was that?
Jess Corder. Do you remember?
A 60?
Do you remember Scissor Kick Girl, Jess Corder, when she won the Australian women's?
Yeah.
Years and years and years ago. Yeah, she shot a 60 this week.
Wow.
Like her back nine was just a sea of birdies and stuff.
Sounds like several false tourneys recently.
Yes, well it does. That's what it reminds me of. Oh man, look at this.
Yeah, it looks
This.
definitely got to be on this side of the thing. Oh, I got away with it.
Yes, good shot. Tell you what, anybody that gets a birdie on this hole will have thoroughly deserved it.
Right. It's about. This one just has to rhythm.
Yep, that'll play.
It's a nerve-wracking shot.
It is when the previous two players have put it nicely in the zone, and you. Right. I can see a shot here.
Oh, it's shaping nicely.
It is shaping nicely, and it might have a little bit more on it. It
Mm.
certainly did.
Perfect.
All right, mailman is back. What do we got here? 83, 170. It's got to be the 170 club. Yeah, it does. It must be.
If these greens are anything to go by, if you can get it within 20 or 30 feet of this pin, you may have a realistic chance at a birdie. Here goes. And
I'm
it's
happy.
pretty
I'm happy.
good line. It's an excellent line. Oh, is it? Oh,
Pretty nice though. Pretty nice.
very nice.
Ta.
Man, that was 1 out of 2. Please don't do this to me as well, because you've actually got the pressure. Yeah. No, he's blocked it. Is it the right club? No, it's not. Oh, you're okay though.
Maybe it was the right club mishit somehow.
I think it was the right club, but yeah, it definitely was a miss hit. Put it down to that.
Oh, I don't know. No, it's just a little bit too far right. Pity. Well, it looks as though it's going to be pretty
On the job.
straightforward. Oh, not a brilliant shot.
Baby. There's virtually nothing in this. Just
Yeah.
inside right edge, can't miss.
Yeah, you're definitely rewarded by the second shot there.
Mm.
Well, 9 holes gone, and
It's a constantly changing leaderboard, so there's that.
well, the it's pretty decent line.
No, too far right. Mm, I could feel myself being tentative on the shot.
Who's gone the other way? Well, it's maybe not a bad position to be in. So,
Does that mean, like Goldilocks, this is going to be the one?
well, I tell you what, though, the way the green slopes off, I think this effectively is only 10 yards wide.
It's not a big landing area, really. But I think that's the landing area.
No,
Oh, he hasn't got the distance.
Something happened to that wall.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It should have travelled further.
Maybe at 95%. Yeah, I only got 195. I didn't feel as though I had enough on it. Backswing. But I'm reasonably happy where I am.
Diabolical. If I go long, it's an absolute disaster. It's a drop shot for sure, if not two. Oh man, get this right, please. Right. Yes.
Oh, nice effort.
It was a lovely bite.
That was so frightening to play.
Oh,
Ordinary.
no, it's praying this is. Oh, this is. I'm not sure whether this is going to be. Oh, it's definitely left and right, but it goes right to left towards the end. So. Is it? Is it? It is!
What a
Very
putt.
nice.
Beautiful,
Very
Andy.
Yeah.
Big putt, Dave.
Oh. You should have seen how many breaks were on that one. It was like 4 different breaks.
Yeah,
Left, right.
You could see it wiggling as it was getting towards the hole.
Yeah, but they basically cancelled each other out.
It's a bit like Merisbrook in links.
Right.
I'm trying to recall the course.
It's the one that had lots of little mini breaks. The guy only did 2 courses. They were both the same with the greens. Just had minion little moves.
Alan Toft.
That's the one.
Must have been his thing.
Great memory, Andy. Well done. I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, and you can remember that.
Yeah, I can remember Alan Toft, but I have to have a look at the top band of my underpants to tell me what.
To see what your name is. It is funny. All right. Alan Toft.
What would be more impressive is if you told me the other course that he did.
Oh, well, I was trying to think of it, and I can't.
No, I can't think of it either.
If someone said the name, I'd go, of course, that's it.
Is it? Or is it going to...
Oh, it's going to feed off. Yeah. All it deserved.
That ball didn't want to stay on the fairway. It doesn't make any difference, actually. Unless you clip the uphill of this bank, then it does.
Nah, shouldn't.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of shots I would not have liked to try on Tour Pro.
Well, that kept low.
It did. They're the sort of shots that are a nightmare if you're trying to hit over water. You can't tell they're going to do it, and then they do it.
Right, made the green.
Be a wogger putt, but you're up there.
It is a wogger putt.
67.15.
It's doable. That looks gorgeous.
Going to be a bit of side hill on that.
You can't be unhappy with it.
Oh, no, I can be, but
Wow.
it needs to be in the hole. Well, I'm guaranteed of getting it.
Oh, no, I think I've hit it too hard. Better have a lot of backspin. Come on. Oh, it's doing okay.
It is doing okay. 11 feet.
I mean, I don't think it's flat. I prefer Dave's. Then again, I prefer mine to yours. Doesn't look that bad. A bit of left to right, maybe.
Front shoots. I mean, the good thing is
Right,
the
left.
Yeah.
I would have, if I'd played this game no grid, I would have gone to the left of this pin for sure. It just looks like it falls that way.
Oh, nice pace.
Good distance. This one's pretty ordinary.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Oh, he's overcooked it.
Excitement.
Overcooked it. Yes, the putt coming back. Yeah, good putt, Dave.
Crap. Now I feel like I have to belt this to make sure it goes in, and if it misses, I'm going to three putt from wherever it ends up. Oh, not a fan. Go on. Cute.
Never look like this, dude.
No.
Only in your head.
Nice, well, making the right kind of sounds, but don't go too far over. Overcooked it.
These fairways are really hard to hold. They're just awkward. They're all off camber and all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, for such a short hole, it's got danger written all over it.
Yeah.
That's
exciting.
It is exciting. Oh, Dave, that is. Oh,
Stop. Oh.
I think you're
gonna. Remind me not to take that line. I'm not going anywhere near that damn
line. What do you
line.
mean? It's a perfectly sane line.
Shut up. You're not sucking me into that.
I think you're wise, Dave, not
Oh,
to be
crap.
so.
No. No. Bite.
Oh, Dave. It's all going wrong. It's all. Have you got the psychologist on the speed dial? He'd be sort of saying, "What's the matter, Mr. Mackey?" Well, I had a 2-shot lead early on.
And now I'm blown. Peter.
Well, I've slammed it onto the green, but whether it proves to be an awful putt, I very much think it is.
It looks like an ordinary putt, doesn't it?
Here we are. The man who's on a mission. Oh my God, he's
Lovely,
just bolted.
Lovely.
Tough.
That's an even better shot, Dave, because I thought it was Slasser who just put it to him 3 feet.
Oh, this is.
I was trying to save my par, Andy.
I know. That looks a good line. Don't think it's going to be longer than 20 feet away.
Gorgeous.
It is.
He's making a bit of a statement tonight, I think.
I think
I want the jacket for 3 weeks in a row. There it is. I've said it.
Oh dear me.
No, I've jinxed myself.
Wow.
Well, that putt didn't look as bad as what it seemed.
No, it wasn't. It was pretty straightforward, really, but I just did not hit it at all. 5 feet short. Yeah. This is not an easy course when you're making it look quite tame, Dave.
Just having a few lucky shots, I think.
Well, one thing's for sure, you're showing a clean pair of heels today.
Yeah, well,
I
I don't know what it's about that Wells Green course, but I just couldn't get my act together.
Mm.
It was just, yeah, I had the one good round, which was the 4th round, and the rest was horrible.
So in these Monday contests, this is Jekyll, but the POS tourney was Hyde.
Would you like to be called Edward or Ted? Or Teddy.
That's better. It's more insulting.
Or Ned.
Yeah.
Ned, Ted, Teddy. Right. Oh, I've overcooked it, I think.
Andy, I have a question about Bella compared to your previous two cats.
Yes.
Like, how much energy and running around does she do compared to them?
Uh, I, I don't think. I don't think. I think Spook of the three was the least active. The black and white cat. The Dipstick was quite a live wire. There was more of the live wire compared to the two. Compared to Bella, I would say probably when she's active. Uh, I mean, I'm not sure, Dave, whether it's just my memory playing tricks, but I would think she's more manic when she gets going than the others. But having said that, I mean, I remember the other two cats. They used to get it a right head of steam and just chase each other up down the stairs and that for a few minutes, and then just stop panting. So the short answer is I'm not really sure.
I'll comment. I'll comment after you've had this shot.
Well, that was almost as good as I could have done from there.
Well, I'm really glad I saw that shot because now I see that what a horrible false front that this green has.
Well, I've got a feeling if Dave gets 5 shots ahead at this point of the game. Oh dear.
And plugged.
What?
Just having a bit of fun with you, Dave.
Yeah.
Wasn't it hilarious? But the reason I asked that question, Andy, was because Bella is officially a ragdoll cat, which is supposed to be, the most passive sort of cat, maybe cats that can live in an apartment quite happily. So I was just wondering about the energy level. It doesn't sound like it's much different.
No. Where we notice it, it's if you hold her in a certain way, she just flops. She goes all limp, as it were.
So that's the ragdoll aspect.
Yeah. So if you hold her on her back, a bit like a baby, she will. She won't struggle at all. She'll just look up at you.
She'll
as long as you don't. Yeah, so totally submissive in that respect. So it's quite handy if you want to clip a clause, which we do quite regularly.
Yeah, or just transport her.
Yeah, but if you want to clean her, which occasionally we do have to do because they've got long hair, and without going into details, but she has to be almost flipped onto her back and just sort of clipped around a back end. She doesn't like that too much. I don't think anybody would, to be honest.
No.
Okay, right. Oh, that could have done with going in.
It's a
That would
lovely
have
shot.
really.
Great shot, Andy.
Oh, hello. What's going on here?
Well, we haven't got cameras. You're going to have to tell us.
Well, he was very odd. He was stooping a little bit. Oh, that's a good shot.
Very nice.
Both pretty safe, I think.
Right, well, I can easily fuck this up by trying to get too cute.
Well, I'm expecting you to sink it, to be honest.
Right. Well, I'm hitting the 84, so I expect to be long. I just don't know how long.
It's not bad, but I think you've got a greasy little putt ahead of you.
Oh, yeah. 12 foot.
Oh, he's manned up.
That's a clutch putt. That was huge.
I was clenching the cheeks on that shot. Trust me.
I'm not going to ask what you were clenching, but I have a feeling I know. Yeah, if we were both lurking 3 behind at this point, there would have been that element of doubt, but that was a clutch putt.
Have either of you seen the film The Trial of the Chicago 7?
No.
I haven't
Well,
even heard of it.
Well, it's on Netflix, and we saw it 2 nights ago, and what a brilliant film it was! It had everything in it. It was it had more humour than you might think. It was just such a and there were some really powerful, moving scenes as well. Thoroughly recommended. One of the best films we've seen in a long time.
Well, there haven't been many great movies in the last few years, so I've just sent myself a draft email with that name, Andy, and I'll watch it.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Well, that's dead.
It is dead. Absolutely. It's got a good cast in it. Eddie Redmayne. He's
a great actor.
He plays one of the Chicago 7. The judge in it is one of those characters you recognise the face, but not necessarily put a name to it. Michael Keaton has a role in it as well.
I love Michael Keaton.
Yeah. But to me, it's got a lot of things in it. It's got a bit of humour from time to time. It's got some real gravitas because the subject matter was quite serious, and some unexpected occurrences as well. And all together, it just made you think, wow, what a great film that was to watch.
Well, I've got its name recorded. The only possible roadblock is Netflix shows different movies in different countries, so hopefully it'll be there for me.
It's a fairly recent film as well. 2019, 2020, something like that.
Yep.
Right. 6. Ah, I'm going to have a look at this bloody green. Big is bad. Big is bad. 6. Wish that bloody wind would not do what it's doing now. No, I think that's going to be short. Yeah.
It's giving me the stupid view, but it shouldn't matter for this shot.
Right. I need to sing this. Not quite.
Yeah, but you managed to not go down that swale, so you've done okay. All right, this one's pretty ordinary. There, maybe. No, not even close. Can't believe how much it is mine.
Ah, that stupid view. God damn it.
Oh, so you got the same crap we had.
Yeah. Fuck it. It makes it so difficult.
For all our Christian viewers out there, there's a bit of interference on the channel at the moment.
Well, to be honest, Andy, I think our viewers, they've either hardened up or they've left.
I think they've all left.
We've gone from 1 to 0.
Yeah, well, this is going to be our 99th video. So the next game is 100.
So that really means that there's 200 hours of me, you and Andy on the internet.
At least. And not even 100 views between all those videos.
Wow.
Well, in years to come, you know, when Wally finds all this sort of stuff, you can just imagine this little machines that are watching it all. Wally.
That was a great film. It was very good.
I enjoyed Wally.
Yeah. I liked his super hot but super scary, violent girlfriend. She was great.
Well.
Yeah, it was like the robot equivalent of dating Matt Ari.
Oh, that's right on the flat bit. Drive.
I feel like I can get on in 2 if I pick the wind. 3 good ones.
Not enough. I think. Oh dear me. Oh. I'll clear that bunker. Clear it. Ah.
At least it didn't plug.
This
Yeah.
is a big ask trying to get there.
Oh, I think I know what you're going to do here.
I'm just going to err on the side of caution, I think.
Yes, no need to do anything stupid.
Awful.
Oh, it so wanted to go in that bunker, didn't it?
Judged to perfection. Fuck. That's not really where I was aiming. I was aiming way left at that. Are you going to try and go for it, Dave?
Are you going to take my line or?
Only the worst sort of person wouldn't go for this.
You have to put some major shape on it.
I'm putting major shape on it, Dave. Shape like you wouldn't believe.
That's going to work too.
Oh, I thought mine was good. I just didn't have enough.
That's a good line. Good line that was.
Well, the shape took the distance off it.
Well, I've still given myself a very good chance of birdie.
Yeah.
65, hey?
Yeah, I could. I really need some high tariff sort of holes now, totally surrounded by water, because I think that's the only way that progress can be made by bringing Dave back to the field.
You need a European coat tariff, Andy.
So does that mean things like PCs and that are going to go up heaps?
Yep, and even any gift over £30 cops the tariff.
So what's the tariff equivalent to? Is it like...
Well, for a £200 coat, it was £80.
Wow, so like 40% or something?
Yeah.
35, 40%?
The if that's the case, then they're slapping tariffs on luxury items, which certainly.
How is £200 a luxury item?
Yeah. It's 35. What am I doing now?
Nice shot, by the way, though.
Thanks.
It was.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah. Decent as well. I think I'm going to have to try and keep myself in check today, because not only have I got the dentist to go to later on, but I've also got a trip to the supermarket to pick up shopping for the next 4 days as well.
Ah.
I'm gonna. The only problem is that I'm gonna be on a low at the end of all of these enriching experiences.
Oh, wow.
What on earth is? Can anyone hear this noise? I'm not sure what it is.
I think you're hearing cicadas.
It's crickets or cicadas. I think that's what you're hearing.
Or frogs, maybe. In my backyard.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dave has a pond. It's got frogs in it. He didn't even buy them. They just turned up.
That's what they do. They tend to find water and away they go.
How the hell do they find a pond in someone's backyard, Dave? Where do they come from?
I've got no idea.
Yeah, that's crickets.
Yeah.
They're the crickets that if you walk near the land that they're buried in, they go silent.
Well.
You know what the sound reminds me of, Dave? That movie, set in the deep south where God kills himself in the opening scene. What was that movie?
In the Heat of the Night.
No, it was some bizarre. Oh, I can't even think of it.
What, on our list of weird movies?
Yeah, that one that we saw. It was well, we didn't go and see it. We downloaded it.
Mm.
It was just
not Black Moon.
No. Remember the one that's sort of the opening scene is like in the Ozarks somewhere, and it's all black and white, and the guy's sitting in a chair and he kills himself.
Oh yeah, I do know that movie.
What was the name of it? It was something weird.
Oh.
Andy, it was just out there. It was so bizarre.
I can't remember either. But yeah, it was one of the most controversial movies ever made.
Which is why we have to watch it, of course.
Begotten.
Begotten, that's right. Oh
that's
God, so weird.
Yeah. Wow.
There's all these cicadas and crickets in the opening scene. It was just weird.
Oh, it was just. It was wrong on every level. And yet we watched the whole thing.
And I still, at the end of it, I didn't understand what I'd watched.
This is a pretty tough par 4, I've got to say. I want to get off the green. Thank you.
This is another green which
it's brutal.
Does not look easy.
No.
I mean, having said that, if you get it within 10-15 feet, you're going to have a pretty flat putt where that pin is.
That's a great plan, Andy. Just execute the shot.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he has. No, it's not far off. It's pretty damn good.
Oh,
no.
Just needed to be a little more to the right.
That was harsh.
It was nearly a very good attempt at it.
Yeah, you got to land it on the picnic blanket, Dave, and then it'll be close to the hole.
And you'll have an easy putt.
It should be simple. Imagine and then execute. That's the way it works. Just like that. Come on.
Oh, look at it. He's talking to himself.
No, it's gone as well.
Oh, it's gone. Oh, that's another harsh lesson.
Well, we didn't want Dave to get hubris, did we? So it's all good.
A nasty green. You really have to land it properly.
You do. But I have a brilliant theory here. I'm going to punch a 51-foot flop into the hole.
This will be entertaining if it comes off.
It's not a bad effort.
That's pretty good, dude.
And I'm also going to go with the flop. Same club.
A better result.
Lovely.
I think one of the things that lost my interest in the last round at Wells was I had what should have been a fairly straightforward up and down bunker shot from about sort of, I don't know, 75, 80 feet. And unfortunately the AI didn't, or rather the game didn't give me the 84 feet club, it gave me the 32. So you can imagine when it came up way short. What?
Yeah, you just can't trust it. I never ever trust it. But yeah, it's so annoying when it does that. But it'll, especially out of bunkers, it's terrible. It almost never gets it right. Right, if I pick up 2 here by getting a hole in 1, that might rattle Dave. So that's my.
I think it would definitely rattle Dave.
It'll rattle both of us.
All I need is the 134 club to execute the shot. Oh, I don't have. I'm just waiting for the right wind, guys. I know there's a 2-mile-an-hour wind here. I'm just waiting for it. 5 will do. Oh no, I've hit the wrong club.
What were we just talking about?
I thought I changed to the 120 and I was on the 146 somehow. I must have misclicked. Oh. This is not how to attack the leader on the 17th.
No.
Wrong strategy.
Yes.
The only way you can conceivably put the leader under any kind of pressure is hole in one. You take the wrong club.
And then I hit the wrong club by 20 yards. Now he's hit the right club and this is going to bounce left and be gorgeous.
Oh.
Oh, he's unlucky. It didn't. It almost did.
125.
You want a club halfway between the 120 and the 134 would be perfect. That's going to be perfect.
No, it's not.
It didn't bite. No bite.
Unfortunately, I didn't get the. I got the 2-mile-an-hour wind for most of the ball flight.
Yeah, that was unlucky.
pretty reasonable for where you were, Dave.
I couldn't mess with that false front.
Oh.
Good shot.
Right, 20 down 7. Yep.
Yeah.
He's just too rock solid, Andy. There's nothing
Yes.
you can do to catch.
Not too many mistakes tonight.
And yet, this is a course that is designed to cause mistakes all over the place.
And punish mistakes. Like Dave, if you hadn't gone in the water a couple of times and stuff, you'd be right there. And Andy, if you hadn't hit behind rocks and stuff like that, you'd be there as well. I just haven't had any disasters, really.
Well, that's golf. You know, take it, enjoy it. I would.
Been a pretty good dissection going on here. Exposed our frailties, Dave. What are you laughing at?
What you just said, Andy, it reminded me of one of my favourite comments ever in a forum. Someone was talking about how you got defeated by someone else in one of the online games, and he goes, "I was absolutely bisected."
Bisected?
Yeah.
I remember playing a round against Ernie Barnes. Bloody hell. And it was not an easy course, and I got absolute thumped Ernie Barnes.
Did you bisect him?
No, I don't think I bisected. He bisected me.
Ah, okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we've gone to the rock strategy. Oh, he's on the rocks.
Oh, no.
Andy, it's too early for a drink on the rocks. Just got to. Yeah, that hit the upside.
Oh.
Tried the impossible.
Right. Got to pick up 3 strokes, so I pretty much have to sink this. Hope for disaster.
Hope springs eternal. Well, that was a pretty good attempt at it.
Not bad, Dave.
What you really need to happen now is for Dave to have some kind of fit. The non-lethal kind. Just the kind that incapacitates your right hand, assuming you're right-handed. Has anybody ever tried the RTS swing with your non-dominant hand?
No, never. And look what he's done to finish. What?
No, it's exhibition golf. That's what it is.
Dominator! Yeah!
Well, we haven't talked like that for a while.
No.
So, good stuff. Dominator. That's your new name.
Well, I'm glad you said Dominator and not Dominatrix.
Yes, so am I, Andy.
I would have been really worried about who's the third member of the. Oh, it's me again. What am I doing? I'm limping in here.
Yeah, just limp it in.
Look at that.
Yeah, you are limping in.
Sounds like you're rattled,
Feeble
Andy.
chip. It's still my turn.
Have another one.
Okay, that's it.
It's over.
Balls.
Well,
Idiot suggested this course. Oh, it was me, wasn't it? Go on, put the nail in the coffin, Dave. You deserve it after this.
or you could taunt us and 4-putt and still win.
Never.
No. No, that was a.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't put it wrong. Oh. No bogeys. That helps.
yeah, that really does help.
Jesus.
Oh, look at the 6th hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of your water holes, Dave.
Yeah, I went to water.
Indeed.
I want to see the stats.
The stats
Look
are
at
pretty
fuel
telling.
man, sand saves and scrambling. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, nearly hit all
Impressive.
the fairways. Greens and red were good. Putting was great.
And you won the putting,
Yeah.
which is not common for you.
It's not my thing at all.
Ah.
I won the average drive. That
You go, Andy.
Andy, here's your participation award.
yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, the